Hey, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could be here. Today, back again at Monday. Today's 23rd. This week has gone well, if I remember correctly. February 20, what am I, 23rd. I guess I will get it out of the way. But I did record a video last week. And I did upload it. But I deleted it. Oh no. Why? Great question. Glad you asked. Because I felt that I had overshared. And instead of editing it out, I just deleted it. I should probably not do that next time. I somehow felt that editing it would somehow compromise the quality. It was supposed to be off the cuff. Just off. The whole thing is off. It's just off. Just off. But anyway. This week. What did I do this week? I don't know. What I... Do 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 do. Wow. It's nice to doodle again. I always forget how nice it is. Get distracted by speaking, but I forget about it. Something to focus on, you know? Why do I have to turn everything into a lesson? Is that a byproduct of getting older? Probably. The desire to share information, correct or not, seems an integral part of human nature. Who am I to go against that? Shapes, man. They got shapes. Look at them go. Wowee. Holy mackerel. Some good phrases. Holy mackerel. Good golly gracious. Maybe I should just I just I have so many thoughts floating around in my head that I can't seem to pick one out to put into words. I think what makes it difficult is that they're not complete thoughts. They're just kind of random words. What is there to share? Is there anything to share? Is there a point in sharing? Yeah, absolutely. What is that point? I don't know, some sort of catharsis, some sort of trying to connect. No, what is funny is that I probably wouldn't watch these videos. I guess that doesn't speak very well to the videos, does it? So why am I making something that I wouldn't watch? Something that I'm not proud of? I am proud of it, but it's not like I need reminders. I forget things too easily because I know I've talked about what these are for and what they're meant to be, and what they're meant to be is nothing. They're not meant to be anything. Whether I like them or people like them or they're seen or not seen is irrelevant because that's not their purpose. Is their purpose just to give me something to do, an activity to have, a goal that I can accomplish? That's perhaps irrelevant and inconsequential, I guess, as it may seem, but it's not inconsequential to me. Maybe they should be on a different channel since they are not produced. They're not high quality, I guess you could say. They are not of the highest caliber. They are not meant to be that, and to be in a place where there is stuff that is meant to be a little, at least a little more intentional. Perhaps they are out of place. Perhaps I am out of place. Out of place in what? In where? We all want somebody to care. Somebody to laugh with us. Somebody to experience the world with. Somebody to share experiences with. Somebody. It's so easy to get distracted, to fall into old habits. That's what this week has been. Is falling into old habits. I need to be. My goal this week is to be more conscientious of the choices that I'm making and what my goals are, to not forget my goals. So what are my goals? Well, they've shifted a bit, but it's to not watch YouTube during the day. To only watch it in the evenings between 5 and I've changed it to 10. 5 to 10. Because I would like to go to bed a little earlier. 5 to 10 is when I can watch YouTube. You know, I've gone back and, you know, watching it in the morning, you know, when I wake up. I'm like, that's not what I want. That was not the goal. So I need to remember, recommit. That's what this is, a recommittal zone. Or something like that. A place to remind myself that I have goals. A place to remind myself that I am here. And that I exist. And that I make choices. And the choices I make have an impact on my life. And I need to be more conscious. I would like to be more conscious of those choices. Isn't that cool? What else? I've been trying to walk more. Like at one time. Like I don't want my steps for the day to be just kind of frivolous. I want at least to go for a walk. You know, a length of time where I walk without interruption. For at least one reason. One is it's a nice mental break. To just be outside. In general, it's nice to just be outside. But also to, like, okay. Something this might also help me with is processing my thoughts and getting better at speaking. Maybe that'll be a byproduct. Maybe not. It would be nice. Anyway, an example is I went for a walk on a path and I saw something. I saw there was like a hiking trail. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. I made a mental note of it. A couple days later, I came down, I checked it out. I was like, this is cool. You know, when I go for a walk, I don't want to be, I have to walk. I can't stop walking. You know, I said I wanted to walk for 30 minutes, so I have to walk for 30 minutes nonstop. I can't enjoy it. No, I want to be curious while I walk. If I see something interesting, I want to go look at it. I don't think, oh, I'm going to mess up my steps because I stopped for 30 seconds to look at this thing. Or I took a detour that's not on the path. Like, no. I don't want to walk purely for exercise. It's like it's like the same reason I don't eat solely because I need food. I eat because food tastes good and I like it. I want to eat things I enjoy. Right? When I go on a walk, I want to have fun. And I do things, try and be more open to the experience, I guess, or something. I also get so self-conscious that what I'm saying is dumb and not worth time. And you know what? Maybe it is dumb. maybe it isn't worth the time. Does that matter? Is that really the worst thing in the world, to do something that's not ideal? To do something that's not perfect? But I want to at least do it. To me, it's better than nothing. It's better than... I would rather... maybe this is probably just ignorance. It's most certainly ignorance. But I feel like I would rather do something dumb than do nothing. I don't know. That's so hard. Because when you do something dumb or embarrassing, you're like, man, that really sucked. I did not enjoy that one bit. I kind of wish I had stayed home and done nothing. Maybe, I don't know, high risk, high reward, I guess. Is it better to do something dumb than to do nothing at all? I guess most dumb things that I do are inconsequential. They don't have that big impact on my life, other than that's just how I spent my time. So I feel like I can get away with saying that. The question was posed to me, who do I look up to? And it was posed to me in a way of, or with the intention of, or with the idea behind it of identifying values. It's like, well, who are the people you look up to, and what about them do you admire? And more likely than not, those are probably going to be your values, or something to that effect. But I was just trying to think, who do I look up to? Who inspires me and makes me want to change, or makes me want to live differently, or and for me, the one that immediately came to mind, and this will say something about me, as does everything I say, do words, Luffy. Luffy from One Piece. I look up to Luffy. Why? Great question. Thank you for asking. The thing I admire about Luffy is that this character, because it is a fictional character, right? It's not a real person. I know that. But he lives in the way that he lives, and he is not ashamed or embarrassed about it. He sticks to his beliefs, to his values. It doesn't matter what people say or think or do. He is unshaken in that. He's not afraid of looking silly for doing something that he enjoys. And that is something that I struggle with. Very afraid, I suppose, or conscientious of what people think of me. And this is not a surprise to anyone or an uncommon thing by any stretch of the imagination. But just because it is common does not give it any less value. Or something to that effect. To be confident in who I am, not only in what I choose to do, but in what I believe. I'm not sure if I know what I believe. What's also great about Luffy is, as, let's say, stubborn as he is not immune, or he has not blocked himself off from change and growth. While confident in who he is, he also has the capability to learn from his mistakes. And those mistakes don't change who he is fundamentally, but they change how he maybe approaches or handles situations or something. I'm a little out of my depth there. I'm not a character analysis expert. I just think he's great. I think he's a fun character. He's silly. He's goofy. But he's strong. Brings people together. Not through force, but simply by being who he is. I think that's great. I think that's great. Should I have a face cam? What do you think? Do you want to see my eyebrows? Well, I will try my best to abide by my 5 to 10 YouTube rule. I will check in with you guys next week And hopefully I remember to update you. Take care. I'll see you next week.